Creative expression for me is everything. I didn't know I was an artist until later on in my life. I joke around about it now, but I was an artist trapped in an athlete's body. My name is Mike Powell, class of 2004, and this is my Syracuse University story. So I grew up in Carthage, New York, a little small town 2 hours north of Syracuse, with two older brothers that we just fell in love with playing the sport of lacrosse. When I was 5 years old, my brothers brought home 2 sticks from gym class. We didn't know anything about it. We didn't have a school program or anything, so we just naturally gravitated towards just how fun it was to play catch. And then as we learned more about the history of lacrosse, I learned about it being a Native American game. It felt like something bigger and more to me every time I held that lacrosse stick, so I just fell in love with that. My 2 older brothers, Casey and Ryan, they came to Syracuse because it was the best lacrosse program in the country. It was Roy Simmons Jr., who was the coach for my brothers, that really, he made a big impression on me. When I met him, he was introduced to me not as the head coach of the Syracuse men's lacrosse team. He was introduced to me as an artist. Sure. I got to meet a guy that was literally doing what I always wanted to do, and that was blending art with athletics. So I just always admired his ability to balance those 2 sides of life. I came into Syracuse not really knowing what I wanted to focus on.
To Powell, out in front,
I knew I was going to play lacrosse.
gets an opening behind the back shot, he scores!
I was on an athletic scholarship, so that was certainly something that I would have to perform well in, so I felt that pressure.
Double comes, he shoots anyway, and he scores his 5th of the game!
In my head, the way I'm thinking about it is, how can I do this differently? How could I do this in a way that no one else has ever thought about or done before?
Oh, that was the move! Oh, my goodness! And he scores! The Syracuse Orange have won the national championship!
But on the academic side, I did some exploring. What I wanted to do was take advantage of my opportunity here, so I tried a lot of different things. I filled my elective schedules with pretty much everything obscure you could come up with. I took a lot of music classes, so that's led me to where I am now. I'm currently a singer-songwriter and traveling around the country playing my songs.
Well, I just kept working my way down the list. Thought I won't never know the grade.
I started playing guitar and writing songs after college, and I started to realize that when you sing these words, it can affect people positively. I know this is only the 2nd song of the set. I appreciate you singing along. So a little light bulb went on in my head that said, maybe I could continue doing this.
And I said, where were you? Where were you?
There's something amazing about it inside of music that I haven't been able to find anywhere else in my life. In the sports world, everything's very black and white for the most part. You won or you lost.
When she did me wrong.
I leave these shows, I don't know if people loved it or hated it or what it was, and that's the fun part for me. Everybody has their own little takeaway from music, and it's a way to, impact people on a deep level.
What a remarkable opportunity to play a remarkable game in front of a remarkable group of people, an amazing community like Syracuse.
When I think back to my time at Syracuse University, obviously lacrosse is a big part of that, and I loved that side of it. But having access to so much here, I was able to become, well-rounded because it wasn't necessarily just one thing. It was the whole package, and that's why it was so much fun for me.
That is not my jersey. That is ours. That is ours. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Mike. You have joined the ranks of Syracuse legends.